This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. Alright, we're still on top of our spire here, the Sunset Spire, here at Lethian's Crossing. We built a library, we've trained, we've improved our spells enormously. And we are ready to go. We have some quests to turn in. We need to go return to Eldian. And we need to go confront Allagan, and we need to return to Dea. All of those three in the town of Lethian's Crossing. We need to claim some more spires. Got the hiccups right now. So let's go back down to the town. And have a good time doing it. Instant travel. We now own 2 spires, one with a library on it. Librarius. Librarian. Laboratory. Laboratory? It's kind of like a laboratory, but for books. Where they do experiments on books in the libratory. Yeah, I know, it's kind of lame. But when you're sitting on a loading screen, what can you do but be lame? Lameness is what I do. It's who I be. Still on the loading screen. Yep, sure are. Guess whether or not we're still on the loading screen. You don't really have to guess because you can plainly see it. But, you know. Alright, yay! Let's do this. Uh-oh, somebody's come running up to us. Settler. Fatebinder, it's good to see you're alive. With all the commotion coming from inside the old walls, Eldian was beginning to worry about you. He sent me to find you, should you return to Lethian's Crossing. Soldiers from the Vendrian Guard arrived not long ago. Matani, their leader, said she brought them here to protect the settlement from future attacks by Kairos' armies. The challenges of the old walls could never keep me from protecting Lethian's Crossing. We are grateful for your protection. He bows deeply and then runs off. Alright, cool. So the Vendrian Guard are here now, huh? Yes, they are. But what happened to all the Bronze Brotherhood that were here? I mean, I command the Bronze Brotherhood now, so where are they? Where are my men? I guess these guys... I guess the Vendrian Guard swore allegiance to me as well, so I guess they're my men as well. Settlement untouched by the conquest is a rare sight to behold these days. It's been a long time since Haven was free of those beholden to Kairos' rule. Here's to many more without. Well, it's not exactly untouched by the conquest. There was just a big battle here that wrecked everything just a little bit ago. All this damage right here is new. It's because things are touched by the conquest. Here's Allagan. Oh, he's standing in the spot where Gino was before. What's going on here? Allagan. Allagan appears visibly shaken by seeing you in the flesh. Fatebinder, he stammers. Oh, good to see you. Where is Gino? He is out fishing. He didn't want to speak to me. Said he needed time to think. He scratches his arms. You didn't say anything to him, did you? I know you've been spreading false rumors about your brother. Allegan's face pales and he takes a small step back. How do you know that they're false? I saw the bodies myself. They are Scarlet Chorus blood chanters killed by disfavored. It was a simple mistake, Allegan protests. How could I know if they were chorus members or not? I had no choice, Fatebinder. Allegan backs away. Please, I have a family to take care of. Turns and starts to run away. What? And I'm just gonna let him? Oh, Gino's here. What is going on here? Allegan is working with the disfavored to smear your name. Gino's eyes glaze in a bitter rage. Why, Allegan? After all these years, why? His shout echoes throughout the settlement. Allegan shrinks in place, his knees wobbling in an increasingly difficult effort to keep him from toppling over. Father always favored you, always pushed me around. I just wanted a chance to run things for once. Gino's face grows still while his lips remain as the only thing in motion. And you never will! Be gone from here, Allegan! Never show your face again! Allegan's lips tremble in a failed attempt to mutter a reply, but eventually falls victim to the weight of his head as it droops down. He picks a small sack nearby and slowly scampers off. Thank you for settling that horrid affair with the rumors. Unfortunately, my name means nothing in the crossing. Perhaps you, as Tunon's Fatebinder, can speak to Eldian on my behalf and clear my name. I will talk to him... No, that's not the right voice. I will talk to him right away. Person of interest. Speak to Eldian. Now that you know the truth about Gino, you should speak to Eldian about clearing his name in town. Where did Hometown go? Did he leave? Is he really gone? Gone, gone, gone. He is really gone. He is so gone. What's up, Gino? Have you spoken to Eldian yet to clear my name? Not yet. Please hurry. My good name depends on it. I'll hurry-ish. Only ever had the magnitude of the old walls described to me. They're even more magnificent than I could imagine. Settler. Archer. Honor Guard. So there's a ton of Vendrian Guard here now. A ton. One might even say a shit ton. We better see his cheese half off, I know, right? That half-price cheese is the only reason I went for this shit. Give me that half-price cheese. Oh, my banners are hanging now! Okay, this makes me happy. This makes me happy. My banners are hanging here now. Welcome to my fucking place. Mine! Though there's still a Bronze Brotherhood banner, though. Oh, we need to go confront Dea. So, the Forgebound are just gone now. They're just straight up gone. Now there's a Merchant Cyril here. Okay, hold on, let's talk to Dea. We know that she's the murderer, right? Have you settled my blood debt? Dea's voice trembles, her body weary from sobbing. The killer has been eliminated. Here's the necklace. See, I'm trying to trick her. My love, you were avenged! She clasped her hands over the necklace, holding the trinket to her cheek. After a moment of silent thought, she takes a deep breath and looks at you with a smile. And you almost got away with it. Away with what? What do you mean? She gives you a puzzled look. That's preposterous. I couldn't... Dea's face turns from flushed to stoic in the blink of an eye. She folds her arms before you and smiles. Well, mount me sideways. I thought I had gotten away with it. She looks down at her feet. Can't blame me for trying, though. A sly smile crosses her lips. You know, Fatebinder, with Phaedra gone, I have inherited everything she owned. Perhaps there's something I can offer you should you decide to leave things be? First, I have a few questions. Really? What else could you want to know? Why hail a Fatebinder when you were the one who murdered your own wife? I thought that would have been obvious. If I was the one who flagged you down, you'd be less likely to suspect I was the one who killed her. I was hoping you'd just take my word for it and kill Sandro for me, but apparently he didn't have a mind to keep his mouth shut. Why would he keep his mouth shut? That bastard Sandro didn't decide to just quietly let himself be killed for a crime he didn't commit. What a dick. Why did you kill Phaedra? Living with Phaedra was insufferable. Always so happy and smiling, like nothing bad had ever happened to her in her entire life. It drove me crazy. I was happy with her at first, but over time it wore me down and I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to show her that life can be mean and cruel, so she'd stop smiling all the damn time. The dead do not smile. Why kill Phaedra now rather than earlier? I wasn't originally planning on doing it myself at all. Phaedra was supposed to die when Kairos' armies came to Lethian's Crossing. That was the only reason I actually married the little half-wit. I met Phaedra in the bastard city. It didn't take long to learn that she owned a sizable piece of land. I courted her for a while, and then Kairos invaded the Tiers. By that time, I had Phaedra right where I wanted her. She was desperately in love with me and wanted us to be together forever. I don't like this Dea person. But she wasn't willing to marry me just then. So I stayed with her as we traveled around and eventually settled here. Kairos' forces followed soon after. Her armies quickly occupied Lethian's Crossing and subjugated the town. Phaedra was gravely injured that year. I didn't think she would survive to see the next season, so I convinced her to marry me before it was too late. She agreed, and for a time I thought it would all work out in my favor. She'd be dead, and I'd own the town. Wait, how do you know Kairos is a woman? I don't, but I like to think she is. Between her power and my huge tracts of land, we'd make a great couple, don't you think? She smiles coyly. Man, Kairos would fucking incinerate you. But obviously she recovered. Thanks to Sandro. He wouldn't leave Phaedra alone. As her friend, he was determined to nurse her back to health. And the fucker succeeded. Over the course of a few weeks, he destroyed my years of planning. So you had to change your plans. I've thought of many different ways to remove Phaedra from my life, but none of them were good enough to absolve me of any potential guilt. When the Bronze Brotherhood attacked, I figured it would be a good way to disguise my involvement with her death, but Sandro saw me. The Iron Digger. Yeah, she's an Iron Digger, Anonymous. That little worm ruined everything. I had to deal with Phaedra's body before I could chase him down. By the time I was able to locate him, he had put on some Bronze Brotherhood armor and was following them out of town. Let me ask you something else. Why was the necklace important to you? It's not, really. I just wanted it as proof that Sandra was dead. I was going to keep it around as a trophy. A reminder that in the end, I won. Sandro told me a rather interesting and different version of events. She scoffs at you. You are a persistent one, aren't you? Fine. As you probably now know, Phaedra was the granddaughter of Lethian, which means she essentially owned Lethian's Crossing. Every month she would collect from the merchants and use the rings to maintain the market areas for their use. She only ever collected enough to cover the needs of the marketplace. She never considered that we could use those rings too. I told her to raise her rates, that the merchants could afford it, but she refused. Those filthy merchants all live better than I do. I know, and with all the hard work that you've done to earn a higher stand... Oh, wait, that's right, you haven't done a motherfucking thing. People like this make me so sick. People that are both materialistic and entitled. There are other ways to make rings. For example, you could go around and extort people as a fucking fate binder like I've done. You only say that because you're a fate binder. People practically throw rings at you to solve their problems. Yeah, they do, actually. She tips her chin defiantly into the air. Now that I own this town, I can charge whatever I want. I can finally have the life I deserve. The only thing still in my way is that worm, Sandro. I could kill him for you. Well, I could completely flip this around. I'm gonna lie to her. I will call the wrath of Tunon's court upon you if you do not make this worth my time. Gain some experience. She scowls, cowed by your threat. Look, I don't have many rings yet, but I can offer you something better. How would you like a discount with almost every merchant in town? The Forgebound and that Harchand Prat don't take well to intimidation, but the others I can persuade. On second thoughts, I'm not interested. I sentence you to death. Oh, Lethian's Crossing doesn't like that. That's unfortunate. She slides her hand up into her ear, pulling from her hair a long, slender pin. Brandishing the makeshift weapon, she throws herself at you. What does she think is gonna happen? She doesn't see my hard pipe-hitting crew right here? 3 mages with glowing staffs and a badass motherfucker like Verse, and she thinks she can win with the things she pulled out of her hair? Watch, she turns out to be a ninja and wipes my fucking party. Alright. Widow's Revenge. You retrieved the necklace from Sandro and confronted Dea with the truth. She confessed to the murder and then attacked you, forcing you to kill her. Forcing you to kill her. I'm gonna taunt right out the gate.
You got it.
I'm probably overthinking this. We can just waste this, lady.
I'll tear your skeleton out.
Verse, handle this.
You got it.
Auto pause. Party member finishes ability. Verse. Let's Blood-Soaked Stoner. She's dead. They also throw fireballs and javelins at fate benders. Ooh, +1 finesse on the necklace. That's worth keeping. This necklace feels weightless. The chain no more substantial than fine silk. Potion. Potion here. Yawn, yawn. Who needs the finesse? Oh, finesse goes on her. Alright, this 1% regeneration is shitty, so I'm getting rid of it. Don't you inherit the place now? Well, I don't think I have any legal claim on the place. It's not like she wasn't my wife. But I pretty much own the place now that I own the spire, and my guards and my people are the ones running the place. I basically own the town, for all intents and purposes. Oh, she got that 76% deflect. Got 135 accuracy. Now we're talking. Alright. I don't suppose there's anything in here. There probably is nothing in here, but you never know. Now that they're dead, maybe there's something else I can loot. No. I mean, I could just claim this place if I wanted to, I guess. I'm a Fatebinder, and there's nobody for it to legally pass to, so I could claim it on behalf of Tunon's court, I suppose, but why would I even want to? I want to know where the Bronze Brotherhood went. Oh, they must have gone back to Vendrian's Well. Too bad you can't do non-lethal takedowns. It'd be nice to publicly execute her. I'm perfectly happy just taking her out quietly. How about these loading screens, though? Seriously. Alright, who the fuck is Merchant Cyril? He's replaced the forge-bound guy that was standing out here. A man dressed in simple weathered cloth sifts through a crate of forging tools, ingots of iron, and an assortment of other odds and ends. His face lights up once he sees you approach. Come closer, friend! I have wonders to sell! He gestures to the various other crates strewed about haphazardly. Would you care to take a look at my wares? I've studied the arts of forging myself, and I know no good forge master would leave their best work behind. These are mere scraps. Beads of sweat begin to emerge across his forehead. His voice hushes. Listen, I'll give you a discount if you keep this between you and me. I just found this junk lying around. I don't have a clue how much half of this should sell for. Welcome back, he bows deeply. Let me see what you have for sale. Right this way, my good friend. Alright, does he have anything? Oh, he's got the same stuff that other guy had for sale. He's got cheese. I don't think that's half off, though. Alright, he doesn't have anything that I give a shit about. The forge is locked. The forge-bound appear to have left Lethian's Crossing. Alright. I need to go talk to Eldian now. Oh, Matani's actually here. As I search my mind, trying to remember what kind of voice I did for Matani Sybil so many hours ago. I think it was pseudo-Irish accent. Heavy emphasis on the word pseudo. More delicious leather armor. So good. Oh, but that's right. I'm saving up for sigils and stuff. I don't want to buy any of this. Except that girdle. I kind of want that still. Just in case. Hold on. I keep saying just in case there's... Oh, I don't need it. First of all, her athletics is 70-7, which should be good enough for anything. And even if it's not good enough for anything, she can use a Vagrant's Chaw to get plus 20. So that would give her 97. That's got to be high enough for anything that we will possibly come across. You carry quite the arsenal, Fatebinder. We've all heard the tales. Best to stay out of Fatebinder Seraphina's way. I wonder if they're only saying that because I just fucking executed Dea and ran the other guy out of town. Matani Sybil. Been a while since I've seen you. Quite a while.
Hello, Fatebinder. What brings you to Lethian's Crossing? I figured you'd be too busy to visit us here. What can I do for you? It's good to see you, Matani. It's good to see you as well, Fatebinder. I'm always happy to see a friendly face. You are welcome in the Crossing any time.
I'm welcome in the Crossing any time? No, you're welcome in the Crossing any time. This is my fucking place. You see those banners up there hanging on the wall? Those big, long, white banners with the red snake? That's me. That's my banners. You are welcome in the Crossing anytime. That's who tells who is welcome here, because this is my place.
How did you end up in the charge of the Vendrian Guard here? Ari requested that I take control of the garrison here in the Crossing, so here I am. It's not the most glorious assignment, but I go where I'm needed.
That's the whole conversation, I guess.
I must go. We'll catch up later, do lunch or something. I'll have my people call your people.
Alright. Alright, here's Eldian again. What's up, Eldian? May the silence of peace and the jangling of rings both follow you in all things. What can this old fool do for you?
I was hoping you could clear Gino's name.
I am the elder here, Fatebinder, but my words only hold so much weight. Without any evidence to the contrary, why should people believe one story over another?
I have seen the bodies myself. They were Scarlet Chorus members butchered by disfavored soldiers. Gino is innocent of the claims against him.
If this is the case, how in the tears did the other story even start?
Allagan was working with the disfavored to run Gino out of town for witnessing them bury the bodies.
You have done something wonderful here, Fatebinder. The needs of a small, weak man placed before your own. You are truly a wonderful person, and a force of change for the tears. I will tell the other merchants and settlers the truth of the matter and clear Gino's name.
It's a tough job being so remarkable all the time.
Leveled up. You helped clear Gino's name. Leveled the fuck right up. She's about to level up. Oh, Eb. Oh, Eb. Save that point. Save it. I have to take one of these two now. I'm gonna take Mother's Embrace. Makes the target drown for 30 seconds. Summon a globe of water to surround the target's head, leaving them to slowly drown. I've been paying 2 points on some characters. I'm just trying to get them most of... Like, I got her to 20 on both of these, and now all the rest are going to finesse. All of hers are going to go to finesse, even paying 2 points. Because it's disproportionately way the best stat for her. I guess I could raise her health. I wanted to go to 20 wits with her, just like I did with Siren. Now she's probably going to go all in with finesse. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? Turn to Eldian. Alright. I think we're gonna give him the helm. I don't really care about claiming it for myself. I mean, sure, 50 defense against spells is pretty neat, but... And this ability is, I guess, okay. But I still think we're just going to give it back to him. I recovered the Magebane helm from Raytamon. Eldian's face breaks into an enormous smile and he puts out his hands in joy. I knew you wouldn't fail. Now we can put it back where it belongs. Please, let me have it. Item must be in party inventory or stash to be given. That's stupid. Okay. Fine. Just gonna put this helm back on. Magebane helm. I'm up to 650 power. Whatever that's for. Please, let me have it! Of course, here you go. Eldian gingerly takes the helm from your hands, breathing a sigh of relief. Thank you, Fatebinder. No words could ever express our gratitude or touch the debt the people of Lethian's Crossing owes you. You have saved us all. That's all we can really talk about right now? Can I ask you some... Hold on, I'll be on my way. Hold on. Quest completed. Achievement unlocked. Bane of the Crossing. Return to Ari and let her know you decided to recruit the Bronze Brotherhood instead. Alright, I think we're done here. I think we're done with this town. She just leveled up, so she needs more lore training. Based on what I'm seeing here, and as far as I think I am in the game, I think I'm going to end up higher than level 16. Which is great. I think I'm going to go higher than 16. They said there's no level cap. They just said most people tend to be about level 14 to 16 when they finish the game. But most people are not Josiah. They played through it at normal person speed. Not squeezing every drop of experience points out of the game as I am. Alright, let's go. I don't think I really have a reason to... Did any of you see that flash of light from the spire? I don't think I really have a reason to talk to any of these merchants, but... Let's talk to Gino again. Greetings to you, Fatebinder. Have you spoken to Eldian yet to clear my name? I did. He said he would speak to the merchants. Thank you so much, Fatebinder. Now I can hold my head high in town again. What can I do for you? Let's see that half-price cheese. That is not half price. That is more expensive than the other merchant across town. What the fuck kind of bullshit? Those camping supplies are also not half price. Oh, this lion motherfucker. If this was Pillars of Eternity, or Skyrim, or any other game where you can just fucking mow people down, you can just kill people whenever you want, Fury of Fire Snake would have already aced this dude. So that's what you get for helping people. That's what you get for helping people. Oh look, they've got the helm there. With a little magical shield guard thing around it. Keep your hands off the artifact. You can look, but don't talk to me that way. I'm the one that got that artifact. No one respects my authority. That's right. It is actually super weird, if you think about it, that they took away the ability to attack and kill people in a game where you're supposed to be evil and everything's about being evil, and yet you can't just kill people in this game like you could in Pillars. pretty strange. Justice is its own reward. Yeah. It is. I didn't want his stupid cheese anyway. Didn't want his stupid cheese. I wonder how the research is going. What's the status of your research? The work continues, of course. He wipes away at the deep circles under his eyes, leaving a smear of black ink. I'll notify you as soon as we have results. Time long. I don't even see progress on this bar. Oh, there it is. Oh my god! What?! Okay, we just completed 3 quests, and that's how much the bar advanced? Dude, we're gonna have to finish the whole fucking game before this thing is done. Are you shitting me? Wow. Wow. Okay. "16 hours until my missive arrives, I guess." Just seeing if I can increase any of these things a little bit since she got some more lore. Okay. Half the spells you design get replaced before their first use, don't they? Yeah. Yeah. Well, at this point, I've used all of these spells. Since I originally went through and spent like an hour doing spells and created all these, I have actually used all these spells. At least once. Actually, she might not have actually used Flash Fire in combat yet. Except these. I lied. I haven't used these two on Seraphina yet. These two are pretty much for emergencies. Alright, I guess I'm... Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to look into Lantry's Rock of Ages talent, or whatever the hell it's called. Okay, hold on. Voice of Ages.
One moment, my...
I need you... Gather your things, you're coming with me.
I can sober up on the road. Ready to go.
Lantry scratches his eyebrow, leaving streaks of sepia ink in his white hairs. Alright, Lantry. He's level 11. He has a lot of talent points to spend, so I might be able to get it. Where is it? Voice of... Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. So now I could take Lantry down and decipher those ancient things. I don't know if I really feel like doing that right now. I'd rather go back into the walls after I get a new torch key or two, so that I can try them out on those places in these old walls that I didn't have the right torch key. And when I go back to do that, I'll take Lantry with me, so that he can decipher those things on the walls. Alright, I just wanted to look into that, because I couldn't remember how hard it was to get this talent. But apparently it's not very hard. Kind of like her with the bird feather thing. There you go, Gladiator Lantry! Check him out! Actually, are any of these things better than what she's got? I kind of like those boots. Wonder if he can overdose if you made him sit on a spire for too long? I don't know. It's possible.
What is it you need? Smartest thing?
That color scheme isn't working for her, though. Now we wait for 20 minutes for the, Oh, well, it's not really 20 minutes. She's more of a pink. Or... He's still on blue. Hers is just all in on red, right? Maybe I don't want her to be red. Maybe I want to be red. Why do I have to be Mr. Pink? Maybe I want her to be, like, purple. But then I'm putting her in disfavored colors, which is just sort of weird. She could just be all about being black. I want to be red. Did you ever think of that? There now, we look different. And you can totes tell because our characters are so large on the screen. Alright, we're ready to get out of here. We've done some stuff. How's the leveling up situation looking? I'm not even halfway. She's about to level any fucking second. And they've got a long way to go as well. Okay. Let's go to Tarkus Ari. Since that's the only quest we have. Kairos' Day of Blood. That means it's been 1 month. It's been one span, that's what they call them. It's been one span since the day of the edict thing. And a span is 26 days. Because the edict thing happened on Kairos' Day of Swords. And Blood is the next month after Swords. I was reading about the calendar in the guidebook. Actually, I've read the whole guidebook now. It doesn't have any spoilers for the actual game. It just tells you all about the world and the factions and the culture and the different areas and the characters and stuff. Some of the characters. Hopefully turning in this quest makes Verse level so that I can immediately go up here and train her. I shouldn't have gone up to the top of the spire. I fucked up. Ari's not on the top of the spire. She's down in Ascension Hall. Got anything for me? He does. He's got a bronze ink knot. A bronze ink knot. Coming up on the point of having the whole talk with Kills and Shadows since we haven't done that yet. Corpse Eye. Need to go down the shaft to Ascension Well. Ascension Well? Ascension Hole. No, it's not Ascension Hole. Ascension Hall. Couldn't remember the name of anything there. Stratos? What you got? He's got fish and fruit. I don't think I'm gonna need those, but I'm loath to sell them. Oh, Welby's here. I guess I should have expected that. So, she's supposed to be the leader of the thing now, but it says that I am, in whatever that thing that I read. So I don't know. IDK. What's up, Welby? I can't say I'm pleased to break bread with the likes of you, mercenary. Did your band not help to conquer the Tears in the first place? Strange that you would turn your back on your former master. Coalition has generated to this already, then I can't help but mourn our chances. Kairos was never our master. We were paid with rings and promises and received half payment for our troubles. That motherless fanatic Raytamon didn't help our cause none either. Call us whatever you like, Apex woman. We've come for a chance to strike back at Kairos' forces. If you don't want us, we can find our own way with fewer insults to boot. Let's see. Vendrian Guard fucking loves me to death. Bronze Brotherhood fucking loves me to death. In fact, they almost perfectly equally love me. Welby stood against her leaders to champion sanity. Ari's right to be cautious. No, I gotta go with this one. Welby stood against her leaders to champion sanity. I believe the Brotherhood deserves a second chance. We should not judge the Brotherhood on the actions of the late First Brother, and we'd be fools to turn anyone brave enough to fight for the Tears. Ebb nods with a satisfied smile. Besides, having mercenaries on our side makes this feel like a proper war. Sound reasoning. I only hope it pays off in our favor. You've led our coalition this far already, so I assume you know what you're doing. Don't get caught up in a panic, Ari. Just because we march with jingling pockets doesn't make us any less of an army. Our differences aside, now that we've demonstrated the Coalition's influence at Lethian's Crossing, we need to broaden our horizons. Where to start is problematic. Between the Civil War and the isolated rebellions across the Tears, it may be difficult to pin down who to trust. Why so untrusting of your countrymen? We may share this continent, but everyone here has an agenda that puts their interests ahead of everyone else's. There's never been a reason for the Tears to rally around a common goal, until now. We can objectively say that no one will benefit from subjugation under Kairos' rule. On that much we will agree, if nothing else. Except, actually, you can't objectively say that. You're just saying that. In reality, you might in fact benefit from subjugation under Kairos' rule, because based on everything I've read, Kairos' rule brings a lot of advantages and helps the places that he or she takes over in a lot of ways. So, you really can't objectively say that. You beg to disagree about what, Anonymous? Doubtless the other uprisings will outright refuse to join our coalition unless we help them first. Gestures of good faith, you know how it goes. But our time and resources are limited, so I guess the first order is to weigh who deserves our aid. What can both of you tell me about these isolated rebellions? I've kept a close eye on the Blade Grave and its developing conflict. I think that would be a good place to start, but I can only tell you what I know. The sons and daughters of Stalwart formed their own coalition called the Unbroken, and they fought harder than anyone else to push the forces of Kairos from their lands. You know, it's interesting. I read about it. Technically, they don't have a law that men can't own real estate. It's just a custom, and the way it works is the way the law is it's just about, it's not about who can buy real estate, it's about inheritance. So if a man owns real estate, he can, but then when he dies, it goes to one of his female relatives, whoever his female relative is, not his male relative, unless there are no female relatives. And they said that generally, like, only really rich men or important men would ever own real estate, because just by custom, it's kind of considered a weird thing for a man to want to do in this culture. They prefer to live the life of the sea and sail on ships and leave all that boring sitting around on the land to women. It seems a little bit weird, but, you know, they've got to make it seem like a fantasy setting somehow by making some strange social customs and stuff. The sons and daughters of Stalwart. You know what, I'm going to hold off right here, actually. We're going to continue this conversation momentarily, but it's going to be in our next episode. If you're watching the stream, I'm not done playing. I'm going to continue. But if you're watching on YouTube, that is going to do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.